News Talk 640 WFNC. Sharon Moyer is on with us.
Hi.
And Matt HANNIE, we need some headroom on you, buddy. Jeez, what
Good
happened?
morning to you.
I would say
He's a tall guy.
I would say sit down, but I guess you are.
Yeah.
My goodness. Well, look, both these individuals' claim to fame happens to be with CityView. Did you just say CityView?
CityView.
Not,
CityView.
Oh, let me turn your microphone. CityView.
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 Just,
Yeah.
that's it.
CityView. Well, I do have another claim to fame I want to talk about for just a moment.
Okay, go.
So I've been listening to you talk about the raccoon, however you say it here in the South.
If he's
The
been talking
raccoon.
about a
Raccoon.
that's an
So
interesting
I would like to formally announce that I have started a talent agency and I represent the raccoon. So I have a Trash Panda talent group here.
Okay.
And his name is, are you ready for this?
Go ahead.
Gerald Cornelius Ashford III, but he likes to go by Corny Ashes. He's unavailable for comment, but he does work for Crackers. And all the inquiries that you might have for him or other show appearances, you need to go through me. And Corny also here wants to give you a headshot that he signed
Bring it
himself.
down a little bit lower. That's
That he signed himself.
It says Gil.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah, so I've got one for you, and I've got one for Kenny as well, too. You know, he's really trying to step up his game here. So he has a couple of photos of him. You know, I mean, he's got a martini here with some trash in it.
Is that the part that's for Kenny?
Yeah.
No,
here's
no,
Ken- look,
that's all
Kenny's-
for Gil.
No, Kenny's coming in here.
No,
to-
this
to
is
get-
yours.
Oh, this is mine
I
too.
made my own copy for Kenny.
Okay.
So, Kenny, here he
Corny
is
Ashes.
saying, "Who loves you, baby?" Smoking his cigarette.
Oh, yeah.
That he found in the dumpster in the back.
Corny ashes.
Corny Ashes. So, if he has any other further appearances you want him for, you let me know.
Okay. Well,
Thank you.
That's great, and I'm glad that
Paul
you've
said
done
I spent
that.
way too much time this weekend on that.
This is printed on really heavy.
Nice
Yes, it is.
paper.
That is.
No,
But-
and it was not CityView stock. This was
okay.
my own personal stock.
You want to make sure. I'm going to
Yes.
check with Paul on that.
Oh, he
Make
didn't
sure.
know.
He doesn't know. He doesn't care. But
Believe
here's-
me, I did not print this on the printer at the office.
Okay. No way.
That's true.
We
I
have
can
a
attest to
horrible
that.
printer at the office.
You know, I appreciate you doing all this stuff with the raccoon, but the raccoon issue is over.
No. That was not Corny Ashes.
How do you know?
Excuse me? I represent him. I know.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I think I stepped into the wrong studio this morning.
Corny, come on in here. We took care of the raccoon
No,
problem.
you did not.
Last week. Are you? Come
Not-
on in so
not
you can be
corny.
seen.
You know,
Get in
just
here.
like
I
they
got
say,
you on the aerial shot
just
here.
like they say, when there's a mouse,
That kind of looks like
when
his
you see a
tail,
mouse, there's
Sharon.
more than one.
Okay, that's right. There were two.
Yes.
1, 2.
No, there's more. Corny survived, and he is available for appearances.
Okay.
Corny, Sharon wants a hat. Come here.
Poor Matt, he has
All
no
right.
idea what we're talking about.
That's right. Well, we had a raccoon issue here. But
Yeah.
I don't know if we still do or not. And I was passed out. You know, I mean,
It's been quite a month. May
You know, the
was
funny
quite a
thing
month
about
for
it, I
y'all.
have not seen Judge King, Tony King, since that happened because it happened on a Wednesday.
Oh.
And Trevor Hilton pulled me out of the fumes in here, and they resuscitated me. Did you hear about this?
No.
You're looking
he passed
dumbfaced.
out on the air.
I was getting ready to say it's partly coop, and I went down on the ground, and Trevor went to programming, and he was out here
Yeah.
dragging. So anyway,
Yeah, poor
I was
Trevor.
overcome by, raccoons use litter boxes.
Yes.
And so they used up here, they're in the attic.
Yeah.
And they used my
There was a
ceiling
lot of-
as the litter box. And so I was overwhelmed by the ammonia smell.
Yeah, the smell from the feces.
From it. So in any event, you're looking dumbfounded. This is true. You think you guys didn't report
no.
this in CityView? I didn't see the story anywhere.
You sure this wasn't an effort by Sharon to get that host seat?
Hey, but you know, that's funny that you say that because Myron Pitts came in
Yeah.
during this that was going on, and I was back in the hallway, and he was standing up there, and I could see him. I motioned him. You know, I had
The
EKG stuff was all on me. The
Well, they
paramedics.
call the paramedics.
Yeah, paramedics came, and hazmat came as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a story there too with Stripe, what he saw.
No.
Yeah,
Shake Shaft.
Shake Shaft.
Shaft, okay.
Shake Shaft. But the thing is, I had Myron Pitts from Fayetteville Observer. He came back
Yeah.
to me, and he said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm okay." He said, "You have more enemies here at WFNC than you think, huh?" Said Sharon tried to poison me to get the
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, you know, the United Way, they're doing the their United Way Classic, the basketball thing.
Yes.
And I had pitched this, but they were already full. I thought it would be hilarious to do a free throw contest between our 6'9" Matt HANNIE and I don't know how tall Myron is, maybe 6 feet. I thought that would be hilarious to do a
Right.
free throw competition,
and
but they were already
Or
full.
very
So
sad.
yeah, Matt's very sad.
Yeah.
I don't
Can-
know that Myron knows that. So
That he's sad or
no,
he's-
that I had proposed that.
Yeah, well, that's
Next
that
year.
happens. Well,
Next year.
that's good. Matt,
Yeah.
can you shoot free throws? Is the question.
I used to be able to shoot free throws, but it's been a long time.
I mean,
so I
you're
would practice.
You're
Yeah.
6'8". I mean, are you a ball
No,
player?
he's 6'9".
I'm
No,
oh,
6'8".
excuse me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been lying.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. I'm a reporter. I know the facts. Okay, but here we go. Yeah, Did you play ball?
I did in high school.
Okay.
My response to that question that I get a lot about whether I was any good is that I have made a better basketball referee than I did a player.
Yeah.
So that gives you a little insight into my skill
Mm-hmm.
level.
Well, look, these two individuals join us every other week. Well, somebody from
Somebody
CityView.
from CityView, yes.
To give us an insight to some of the stories that your reporters have been covering.
Yeah.
And you sent me the list, Matt, and I tell you, we could spend 3 hours
Mm-hmm.
in here talking about, well, besides corny ashes. Let me get
Yeah.
down to the nitty gritty here. What do you want to start with in terms of what you guys have been talking about? I mean, I've got now this one goes on. Is out there now? Is it out now this morning? The latest
Our
edition?
new issue?
Yeah.
Yes, the June issue of our magazine is online this morning, and will be in stands around the county over the next couple of weeks.
So, and this is the June edition. So, does that mean it comes out once a month? Is that how it works?
It is a monthly, yes, monthly, and then a couple times a year we have special issues, but it is monthly.
All right. Well, you guys, let's start with the graduations because they're going on. You know, E. Smith is having theirs today, and you had those 3 individuals who were killed in that horrific accident
Yes.
on Rose Hill Road. They will be remembered there. And you hate that you have something like that. Not, I'm going to say overshadow graduation, but you can't have it and not mention the fact that it's there.
It's got to be acknowledged.
Yeah. How are you guys covering the graduations?
Well, we have a guide on our website that has all the particulars you need to know to attend the different ceremonies, the schedule, what you can bring, what you can't bring. The school districts ask to please be courteous when you're in the audience and don't cheer too long for your kids so everybody can hear the next name when they're calling them out. But there's 5 high schools today, 5 on Tuesday, and 3 on Wednesday, and then 1 next week.
And you know, as someone who's planned events here in this community for a very long time, it is amazing how well the Crown staff gets everybody in and out. I mean, it's like it runs like clockwork.
And it needs to. They're every
I know.
every 3 hours.
It's
all day today,
amazing.
for
So-
12 hours today, every 3 hours.
Yeah.
you
Well,
gotta do.
and that's all the more reason not to have the outbursts.
Right.
You know, because it lengthens the
Yeah.
each graduation session, and the next group is waiting in the parking lot. And but it
Yeah.
is. I've covered them, and they do go like clockwork.
Yeah.
And it is just a very special time
It
for
is.
for our young folks in this community. All right. So you're covering that, and then we have the budget that was passed here for the county, and then the proposed tax rate possibility for the city, and that's not a done deal yet.
No, it is budget season for the school district, the county, and the city. All 3 have proposed budgets. The school district has passed theirs, and then the city and the county are in the midst of having budget hearings and opportunities for the public to speak on the budget, which we've tried to highlight in our coverage. And both the county and the city will be passing those budgets toward later this month, ahead of the start of the new fiscal year on July 1st.
All right, we're going to hold you over here for a second. I'll take a break real quick and come back with more. We've got Matt HANNIE. You're the managing editor, or what is your official title?
You can call me whatever you want, but editor in chief. So I run our newsroom.
All right, and then Sharon MOYER is, what are you, Sharon?
I'm just here.
She's here. She's my substitute.
I'm the director of philanthropy and partnerships. So I try to find the money to help fund the news.
Yeah, if you didn't hear me a few seconds ago, that's because the knucklehead here, it's my first day on the job. I didn't turn my microphone on.
Oh.
But that's okay.
That's a sad story.
You kind of
I
heard
didn't
me
make
through
that
your
mistake.
mic, but it didn't sound that
You
good, did
sounded
it, Kenny?
great. You had some really insightful things.
I
Said,
didn't
so-
do that when I was substituting, just saying.
Oh, here we go. It's going to get deep in here. You're listening to News Talk 640 WFNC. We got Fayetteville's most dependable forecast with CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Our Monday will be partly cloudy with a few scattered afternoon thunderstorms and a high of 88. Tonight we'll have showers ending, then turn partly cloudy with a low of 61. And Tuesday will be partly cloudy with a high of 77. Temperatures should stay comfortable through Wednesday, then we climb right back into the upper 80s and low 90s to end the week with no additional chance of rain for now. That's your Fayetteville forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
All right, Rachel, thank you so much. Got some showers scattered around the area right now. 72 degrees in Fayetteville, Fort Bragg, and also in Hope Mills. You're listening to News Talk 640. We're WFNC.
Proud to be your hometown news and information source for 4 decades. News Talk 640 WFNC. Now in high def at 103.5 HD2.
Ritchie Law Firm Injury Lawyers. Ritchie Law is on top of it. Go to ritchielaw.com.
That's ritchielaw.com.
Looking for a place where your child's imagination comes alive? Watch their eyes light up at Fascinate You Children's Museum in downtown Fayetteville. Designed for kids from birth to 12, Fascinate You delivers hands-on fun in a safe, engaging environment. Discover the wonders of science and art with our exciting hands-on programs designed for educators, homeschoolers, and families. Aligned with North Carolina standards to complement your curriculum. From Toddler Tuesdays to quarterly sensory-friendly Sunday mornings, there's something for every child at Fascinate You Children's Museum. And when it comes time to celebrate, birthday parties at Fascinate You bring laughter, discovery, and unforgettable memories. Discover more online at fascinate-u.com. Fascinate You Children's Museum, where imagination knows no limits.
Fascinate You Children's Museum is one of your WFNC's Knowledge is Sweet Deals of the Week. Log on now to WFNC640am.com. Click on the Sweet Deals logo and snag a birthday party package for just $80. That's a $190 value. Fascinate You Children's Museum.
Let's go to table 7, where Jim and Linda have a beautiful lie near the window. The weather is a perfect 70 degrees with no wind. They're contemplating what to pull out for this first round. Looks like Linda's going for the fish. Do you think that's a smart move? I think it's a delicious move, but you can't argue with Jim's decision to go with the steak.
After your round, join us in the Lane Tree Restaurant for a meal or skip the golf and get right to the main course. Thursday is steak night. Menu and tea times at lanetree.com.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Good morning, Fayetteville with Gilbert Bays on WFNC News Talk 640 AM and now on 103.5 HD2.
News Talk 640 WFNC. Man, we're just having a ball here today. Matt HANNIE, the managing editor of
No, editor-in-chief,
Okay.
charge.
I'm just putting the names out. I'm trying to
You're
promote
demoting
it.
them.
Oh, is that a demotion?
Yes.
Wow. What are
It's a
you?
small team. We all do a lot. So, you know.
So what are
Yeah.
you?
He's the EIC.
EIC.
I do what Sharon tells me. I go where she tells me, and I talk about
well, yes,
CityView.
that is.
And
true
Sharon, what do you
sometimes.
do for the paper? You do stuff.
It's not the paper, but
The magazine.
what do I do for CityView?
Yeah, what do you do for CityView?
Yeah, so my job is to look for partnerships and philanthropy to help fund the news, because local news is important. You know, you and I were talking off the air about, you know, anybody can get that national news just about anywhere, but it's what matters that's happening here. You know, we've got Paul, is digging into stories that nobody else is, and Bill Kirby connects today's Fayetteville to the one that lots of us remember. Deja Williams is covering our education. She's out there at all the graduations and covering school board. And Rachel Hyman Mercator, she covers city council, but we're also covering the county and the PWC board and crimes and courts and good news too. The report just came out this morning from our last month's page views. And of course, Goodyear was number one because,
Sure.
But next was a story that was in our magazine, our cover story about Angela Malloy and Black women reclaiming the soil here and how she started a group of women, Black women, gardening. So,
Well, you cover an awful lot of stuff here. We're just not talking about the graduations. There's a lot of discussion about schools being closed, and you have an article in there. What happens when a school closes? One school's up for sale for $1.
Yeah, Lillian Black Elementary in Spring Lake was
how's that work
closed
out?
a couple of years ago, I think 2022, and there was a lot of back and forth at the time about having the county purchase the property, and they couldn't come to terms. And here we are, fast forward a few years, and they're still trying to sort out what they're going to do with that property and whether they're going to give it to the county for $1. And it's even more interesting because it's in Spring Lake, who just had another elementary school closed by the school district, Manchester Elementary. So now they're going to have these 2 empty school buildings in Spring Lake, and the school system is trying to figure out what to do with the property.
Yeah, in your reporting, what are some of the options that anyone is saying about revitalizing those properties?
I mean, I think there's probably a lot of ideas. The school district is I think by state law, they have to give the county first right of refusal to take the property or not. So that's part of what the story that Deja had last week was, looking at some of the options. Does the county want to do something to it? Does Spring Lake maybe want to try to get the property and do something interesting in Spring Lake? So lots of options.
Are there some examples of schools being sold and repurposed in our community? I'm trying to think. I think
the Orange
I've seen
Street
some.
School.
Orange Street, that's right. That's a perfect example.
Yeah. That's a historic school that's been revitalized, and I believe, Georgiana Pickney.
Pickney, sure.
Yeah.
And they were going to sell, the school district was going to sell the former Pauline Jones property, and now has decided to keep that. They changed their vote to transfer that back to the county, and now they're going to use it as part of their facilities for students.
This conversation just continues about the parking lot across the street from the courthouse, and well, it's a parking lot again. As a matter of fact, I went over there. I was going to go to the tax folks because today's the deadline if you want to be a disabled veteran and get a break on your taxes. I'm a disabled veteran. I said, man, I'm going to go up there and see. So I went over to check out what you have to do to figure that out and see if I qualify. I don't, because you have to be 100% disability, and have it so that you're permanent. And there's a lot of stipulations there. But a lot of folks don't know what it is you have to do. But I parked in that parking lot. I was I'm leery. I asked them, like, can I park in this parking lot? I don't want to come out and be towed. But they've got a few spots over there temporarily set up to use to kind of facilitate the courthouse and the jurors and all that kind of stuff as well. But there's this plan for this center there. What do you guys have been reporting in terms of talking with Kirk DeViere and members of the Board of Commissioners?
Yeah, the county's been trying to figure out what to do with that lot since the development they had for it was scuttled. And so what the proposal they have now is to look for a developer to build a hotel, sort of a mixed-use facility with a hotel, some big rooms for conventions and conferences and things, and then there'll be some retail businesses, and I believe part of the property has a residential component as well. So that's what they're looking at now. So they put the proposal out and are going to be looking for developers to see if they can come up with one to put that on the property.
I'm sure you both have had conversations with Mitch Colvin, the mayor of Fayetteville. He has his own plan about, or at least the city council does, about what should be going downtown. And there's a discussion that what the county is proposing, the thing that's called the Cumberland, is just not big enough in terms of a convention center. Have you guys had that discussion with the mayor as well?
Yeah, the mayor is interested in the city exploring the possibility of a downtown convention center, so that it is a dedicated convention center, and the thinking there is that it can bring in larger conferences and conventions than a ballroom within a hotel. So they are discussing as part of their budget process for the upcoming fiscal year where they're going to put money in that budget to fund a study to sort of see if it's feasible to bring a convention center downtown.
Well, you would think that that study is already done, just theoretically, because everybody was talking about putting the event center there that was proposed by the county commissioners. That was scuttled. And so the feasibility study is done. The question is, where do you put it? Because you're getting kind of landlocked downtown in terms of spaces. There's a lot of, there was always this discussion that the jail should have been out where the crowd is and the crowd should have been where the jail is years and years ago.
Or that the baseball stadium should have been where the jail was. I remember when before the jail was built, there was a lot of hubbub around that. Mm-hmm.
Well, there's just a handful of us on these boards and county commissioners and city council that make decisions for all of us. And those of us who think we know everything are kind of frustrated sometimes when the decisions don't go the way you think what should be the best.
That is a perfect segue. Thank you for that, Gilbert. It's like we rehearsed it, but we didn't, to talk about our upcoming Newsmaker series. We believe through the Assembly, which is our parent company, and CityView, that we deserve more in this community. We don't deserve parachute coverage. We don't deserve, clickbait. We deserve real journalism that brings people together to talk about some of the challenges, right? And look for a way forward. So we are starting a 4-part series called Fayetteville Newsmakers, and our first session is going to be, now it's next month because this is June now. And we've got some anchor partners, Fayetteville PWC, Fayetteville State University, Cape Fear Valley Health System, and of course our Chamber of Commerce, where we really want to have the conversations in the room with the decision makers, with our elected leaders, and with community members. It will be moderated by our editorial team. And people may leave there with more questions than they came with, but that's where the conversation will continue, is in our editorial. Matt and Paul, Deja, and Rachel are committed to starting these conversations. Our first one, as I mentioned, will be July 15th at Fayetteville State University. And our headliner, so to say, is Secretary of Commerce Lee Lilly, North Carolina Secretary of Commerce. And our question in this is, where's our next economy coming from? So how do we diversify beyond military-related economy, our retail economy, but still keep those core economies intact? So those are the conversations that we're going to have. We'll have 2 panels and roundtable discussions between the 2, and that will inform our future reporting on economic development in this community. The anchor partners help decide these. We're not the ones that are going, "Ooh, look at this, we think." We are really having a collaborative conversation with our anchor partners, our editorial staff, and the data that comes out. What are people reading? So July 15th, registration coming soon.
Okay, if you're joining us now, I've got Matt HANNIE and Sharon MOYER with CityView. They're going to hold over past the news here. We're going to continue our conversation. There's always a lot to talk to about this, so we're going to hold you over here and continue our conversation. You're listening to News Talk 640 WFNC. We've got Fayetteville's local news with CBS 17.
Good morning. From the CBS 17 newsroom, I'm Bill Young. Today, 3 E.E. Smith High School students killed in a car crash will be honored with the rest of their graduating class. Jehian Elliott, Trevor Merritt, and Nicholas Williams all died in October. The driver of the car in which they were riding at the time, Diamond Monroe, faces involuntary manslaughter charges. Police say she was racing her sister at the time of the crash. Cumberland County Schools shining a spotlight on some special graduates. Only 17 of the more than 3,700 graduating seniors received special recognition at an annual Standout Seniors Luncheon. School leaders say these students stand out for leadership, perseverance, and academic success. Each student received gifts and awards. People around Fort Liberty could hear loud booms this week. Field artillery units are conducting training. There will be nighttime firing, which is essential to maintain force readiness. There will also be live fire training. While engaged in simulated combat conditions, all field artillery units will comply with existing requirements that prohibit them from massing fires larger than battalion size during scheduled times. Today is the deadline to apply for property tax relief if you own property in Cumberland County. There are 3 types of relief: homestead exclusion, circuit breaker exclusion, and disabled veteran and surviving spouse exclusion. The owner of the property must apply for relief in person. And today, a new parental leave policy goes into effect in Harnett County for employees. New moms and dads, along with newly adopted parents, will be able to take up to 4 weeks of paid leave. From the CBS 17 newsroom, I'm Bill Young.
Our Monday will be partly cloudy with a few scattered afternoon thunderstorms and a high of 88. Tonight we'll have showers ending, then turn partly cloudy with a low of 61. And Tuesday will be partly cloudy with a high of 77. Temperatures should stay comfortable through Wednesday. Then we climb right back into the upper 80s and low 90s to end the week with no additional chance of rain for now. That's your Fayetteville forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment.
Rev up Father's Day gift giving at summitracing.com. You'll find unique gifts, parts, tools, accessories, and more. Or give the perfect card, a Summit Racing gift card. Shop summitracing.com, plus enroll in the rewards program to get more power in every purchase.
Always first in News Talk for North Carolina. News Talk 640 WFNC. Say play WFNC wherever you get your audio.
Homeless shelter paused. Event centers stopped. Data centers unclear. Destroying parking lot at Cumberland County Courthouse done. I'm Charles Evans, your Democratic candidate for County Commissioner at Large. This has to stop. Let's take our control back as citizens to improve the quality of life for all in Cumberland County. Charles Evans for County Commissioner at Large. You're a bold and intentional candidate. Paid for by the committee to elect Charles Evans.
Military retired? Back pain, neck pain, arthritis? Did you know the VA now covers chiropractic? If you're in pain and you're tired of taking pills, you're tired of injections, you're tired of medication, isn't it time to try chiropractic? Speak to your VA doctor. Tell him Dr. Nelson at Nelson & Nelson Chiropractic wants to help you. 30 years of experience serving our proud military and veterans. Now the VA covers chiropractic. But you've got to request a referral to Nelson & Nelson Chiropractic Centers. 6 locations, 8 doctors, 62 staff members, muscle stimulation, hydrotherapy, decompression, traction, trigger point work, ultrasound, interferential, cryotherapy, adjustments, and gentle spinal manipulation. Now, doesn't that sound better? Tell your VA doctor, send me to Nelson Nelson Chiropractic Centers. You've served us, now let us serve you. Now for all our great veterans, take it away, Debbie.
Nelson & Nelson Chiropractic Center. We care for you.
When was the last time your CPA brought you a strategy that dramatically saved you taxes? This is Roger Harris, president of Whitehorse Financial. The 2 biggest robbers of wealth are debt and taxes. Our team of tax attorneys and tax planners help successful people legally pay less tax. If you have over $1 million in retirement accounts, or you're selling a business or real estate, we may be able to help. Call 910-339-2625 for a 15-minute discovery call, or visit whitehorse-financial.com.
Basketball fans, this is gonna be huge, baby! The United Way Classic, presented by Cape Fear Valley Health, tips off Friday, June 12th at 7:05 at the Crown Coliseum. Fort Bragg going head-to-head with our local police and fire. Big-time action, an electric environment, and an unforgettable halftime show. All tickets just $10. First come, first serve. When they're gone, they're gone.
Get your tickets now at the box office or UnitedWayCC.org. 100% of the proceeds support local charities right here in Cumberland County.
Good morning, Fayetteville with Gilbert Bays on WFNC News Talk 640 AM and now on 103.5 HD2 WFNC.
News Talk 640 WFNC. Don't be laughing, Matt, because you're on screen. What's so funny? Matt Henning.
I'm just enjoying the warm embrace of being in the studio this morning.
Well, CityView joins us every other week with something.
Something.
There's always something going on. So today, look, it just hit the fan this morning. your new edition is out there.
Yes,
I
of
said
our magazine, our
it
monthly
hit the
magazine.
fan.
It hit the stands.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Stands.
Jeez, that's a really bad typo on your part there, Gil.
No, I do what I can.
It's,
Yeah.
it's our summer issue, so we've got lots of fun things in there to do for summer. Splash pads.
Yeah.
Gilbert, I understand you like splash pads. You'll push
Story
a
of my life.
5-year-old out of the way to get into one.
No, I tell you, but Kenny, I'm bringing it up on screen. Kenny has gone in there, and the big bucket thing is his thing.
That's my favorite. I get under the big bucket, I wait for it to fill up, and it dumps out.
The splash pads
And
are
then-
awesome.
And then the kids look at me and go, Mom, get him out of here.
What's the old guy
That's
doing
not
up in
creepy
here?
at all.
Mom, why is Unc
Without a
in the
kid.
splash pad?
Yeah, he went without a kid.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
they're great. When my great niece and great nephew were young and used to visit, I would take them there. I mean, those splash pads are amazing.
Well, they're great babysitters if you don't want to go to the swimming pool. And what I mean by that is, there's hesitation on parts of grandparents to let their kid go to a swimming pool. All of a sudden, they get in the deep end, they drown, and they're calling Gilbert. He's doing the story.
Yeah.
CityView is out there, lights, cameras.
You know what I miss, though, is Lake in the Pine Swim Club.
Wow. A lot of people didn't know that was there.
Yeah, me. I lived here for years and didn't know it was here.
What, is that off Murchison Road?
Yeah.
I tell you, it was a hidden jewel.
It was.
And
it was.
it was a swimming pool back there, a club kind of thing.
Yeah.
And no one knew it was back there.
Yeah, it was wonderful. And I took my great niece and great nephew there when they were younger and jumping off that 30-foot tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's the place out there in
Smith Lake?
No, it wasn't not Smith Lake. The other one. They're going to kill me. The Gillis folks. The Gillis folks had the lake with all the obstacles out there and everything, and
Like Waldo's Beach?
Was it Waldo's Beach? That was another one. It might have been Waldo's Beach. There was a death by a parasite.
The brain-eating amoeba.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. What was that? Waldo's Beach?
I don't know.
It wasn't Waldo's. I can't think of the name.
I'm thinking mountain or something.
Yeah. No. And well, maybe Sharon will call. Oh, when she's here, she can.
Yeah. Sharon's not able to Google right now.
Yeah, Sharon will Google me and tell me things.
Yeah.
We try to talk about splash pads and pools and happy summer, and you guys now
I'm
are
bringing
Brain-eating amoebas.
Well,
Bacteria in
Kenny's
your
thinking
Look,
about the one in Charlotte.
And the sad part about that story is the fact that the amoeba that went up the kid's nose is something that's pretty natural in just about any type of fantasy lake. That's what it's
Fantasy
called.
lake.
Someone text me, fantasy lakes. That's what it is.
Good. Nobody
that was the
texted
one.
me.
Well, hey, I'm on the air.
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah,
right
I'm,
here. I
I'm
got
over
it.
here.
Yeah,
Stop taking the
Fantasy
job.
Lake.
They're gonna
Fantasy Lake.
but wasn't that a fantastic
It
place?
was, yeah.
Just
Used to
a
take my
fa-
daughter there when she was little.
And I hated for the Gillis family because it was just a wonderful place.
Yeah.
And you have one of those
Yeah.
things that's just you have insurance and all that stuff.
Yeah,
But
but-
it was just a killer. I mean, it's just.
Oh, Paul just texted me Fantasy Lake.
Was it Paul? Paul must have
texted
texted me.
I don't know. He was a little late
6357 6353.
Yeah, just give out his cell phone
Is
number.
that
That's
Paul?
great,
I
Gilbert.
gave him the last
Yes.
four.
I think that's
Yes,
called
that's him.
doxing.
That's Paul?
Doxing. Yes, that's Paul.
Yeah. What's 2019?
That was the year that tragedy happened.
Yes. So you pulled
So
it
yeah,
up.
I pulled it up on
Kenny.
the Observer store. So
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry, who?
I mean
2019.
CityView. I'm sorry.
No, we love our friends over at the Observer. They're hardworking journalists as well.
Well, look, I remember going down the tunnel thing they had with a GoPro, and it was amazing thing. It looked like I was being flushed down the toilet.
Do you have a slide at your pool?
Yes.
Recreate that for us, would you?
No, it's not the same. The go in
Yeah,
the
I know,
enclosed
the
tunnel
tube.
thing, and I was going down with the GoPro, and I flushed out the bottom of the thing
Yeah.
and stood up. And anyway, we need more fun like
and
this.
That, I think if we get the Cumberland or a convention center, it needs to have like a lazy river around it.
Oh, that'd
That's
be
much more
awesome.
my
Well,
speed.
look, we're
Yeah.
talking
Drink a lazy river.
two things here. There's an aquatic center that's
Yeah.
being planned. Have you guys reported on the
Well, I
proposed
haven't.
aquatic
That's
center?
not my job.
Paul has been looking at that. We haven't done a story in a while.
Yeah.
There was some discussion recently when the county was talking about its budget, but
Yeah. And that's part of my job. Obviously we've got a handful of reporters, but we've got way more than a handful of stories to cover, and there's just never enough resources and time, and that's part of my job as with philanthropy and partnerships. In fact, we've identified a few priorities that we would like some help funding, and those are arts, culture, and entertainment. We've heard from our community. We they would love more arts, culture, and entertainment reporting, business and innovation, and military reporting. Those are 3 areas that we would love to be able to grow. So, faynews.org.
Up and Coming Weekly comes in. Bill Bowman, been here on. He comes every other week, as a matter of fact, and he just went off on a tangent about the fact that people say there's nothing to do in Fayetteville.
There's so much to do.
And that's just not true. I mean, you pick up your publication, their publication, and you can see the dates and times of all the things that are going on in our community.
Yeah.
In fact, we had a story that went live this morning, the top 32 things to do this month in Fayetteville.
Is that right?
A guide for your June.
That's more than one a day.
Yeah, what was number 1? Or, I mean, are they
think it's
just
by
different
date,
things?
But there's Juneteenth.
Yeah.
We have Pride Fest the last weekend of the month.
Yeah.
Lots of sports. We got the Woodpeckers, which I just went to my first Woodpeckers game over Memorial Day weekend.
What was that like for you? What was that
enjoyed
experience
it.
like?
It's a great stadium. I love going to baseball and sporting events. It was a lot of fun. They do a lot there to involve the fans, a lot of promotions and giveaways and activities between innings, and we had great seats right on the third base line, and it was a lot of fun.
Did you ever get put up on the big screen? That jumbo screen is just fantastic.
We almost did. We were close because they were doing a karaoke one side of the stadium versus the other, and we were about to, but then our side won, and we never got our moment on the big screen.
Oh, that's a sad story.
Very sad.
All right. Well, do either one of you have $1,000 in your pocket right now?
I don't have pockets.
Okay. Okay. Well, hurry.
You ask a question, you never know what.
Yeah, I know. But this one right here, I tell you, 5,000 clowns out of work, and she's looking for a job.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
well, look,
bump.
here's the thing. It's going to cost you $1,000 if you want to, at least to go to a Hurricanes game to see the Stanley Cup. Have you ever been to a Stanley Cup game, either one of you?
No.
An
Hockey,
NFL?
right?
That is hockey.
No, he
Welcome
thought thought you meant the mug that says Stanley on it.
I'm still amazed that the NHL has teams in states in the Deep South.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I would tell you what, baby.
Well, the Hurricanes used to be the Whalers, so they moved from the north down here.
But here's the thing about this conversation. You talk about, where are you from?
Georgia.
Okay, you're down here, Sharon.
I'm from Michigan.
See, I'm from Philly. Kenny?
West Virginia.
No, he's not.
I've been everywhere.
Okay.
Man,
But
I've been everywhere, man.
What's the question? About hockey? Have I been to a hockey game?
I'm just trying to.
Where are you from, Kenny?
Where are you from? If you had to claim a state.
I would say Belmont, North Carolina.
Okay, he's Belmont.
Just outside of Charlotte.
Here's the thing. You're surprised that we have hockey down here in the South. Do you know a lot of people down here came from up there?
Yeah.
I'm a Philadelphia Flyer guy. I mean, I've been to one Flyer game. I went as a big brother with the boys club, and I took my little brother. I was about 17, and he was about 9, and we're sitting like in prime seats, and all the people around us looking like, what are these two knuckleheads doing here? They wanted to see my tickets and everything. They didn't believe we were real. But we had a good time, and if you haven't gone to a hockey game, it is fast.
Oh yeah, we've got hockey here in Fayetteville.
Okay.
We'll put that on our calendar, Matt. We'll go to a hockey game.
I'm going to look now.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Fayetteville
anyway,
Marksman.
Getting back to the $1,000, the whole reason that we circled to this thing is the fact that it's going to cost at least $1,000 if you're going to go to any of the home games.
Absolutely.
We're going to Spurs Knicks game on Wednesday. So.
Well, I'm not going to that either.
You probably can't
But we
even
have
park for-
basketball here, Fayetteville Liberty. I mean, the
absolutely.
point is there's tons of things to do
There
here
you
in
go.
Fayetteville.
Yeah.
You don't have to spend $1,000 to go to the Stanley Cup game. You can watch it on TV if you're not in a blackout area. But you can
Or you
watch
can go
live
to-
hockey here.
look-
You can watch live basketball here, live baseball here.
The Woodpeckers was a very inexpensive way to spend the evening.
And you get something to eat?
Yeah, I got some barbecue.
Yeah.
Barbecue
Oh, yeah.
on my macaroni and cheese,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
And now he has an appointment with the cardiologist.
Well, that's okay. He won't know. Just don't tell me he ate that. Okay.
But
well,
yeah,
look.
we've got just about everything, and I see that a lot too. You know, there's nothing to do in Fayetteville, and there's so much stuff to do. You just got to look.
All right. Well, look, and there's plenty of publications that have the dates and time. All right, we're running out of time here. I do want to talk about the data centers because you guys have done some extensive reporting on that. What's your take on where we're going? We got moratoriums. We got delays. What's up?
Yeah, the county and the city are both exploring a moratorium. Although recently the city pushed their consideration of that for a few months, I think until August. And the county had a hearing recently on their proposed moratorium. Didn't take any action, but one of the interesting things, Paul Wolverton covered this. One of the interesting things at that hearing was a developer who has a data center as a client, gave out some details about a data center they want to build here. So both the county and the city, there's a lot of public opposition to data centers locally, and the county and the city are still navigating through what approach they're going to take, if they're going to just develop the ordinances around them or do a moratorium, which would allow them to put a temporarily halt any data centers while they look at ordinances and how they want to regulate them, or what they're going to do.
You know, my question would be for PwC, I guess, if I, as a citizen, not as a CityView employee, is do we have the infrastructure through power and water right now?
Yes, we do, and it will be at the Goodyear plant. That's where the data center will go. I'm not the mayor, but I have played one on TV. I talked to Mitch Coven about that.
Yeah.
First of all, and everyone says this, we don't want to see us lose 1,700 jobs or 2,000, whatever the number is, because Goodyear will close down. And we've been here, Sharon, you've been here long enough to know, we've been down this road, done there, got the T-shirt where they've talked about this. I've been out there with them on the strike line while they were doing the stories, and they're saying they were going to close. The difference this time is they've given a date.
Yes.
And so because of that, it looks like they're very serious about shutting down the plant. But there could be some 11th hour thing that
Never
stops
know.
them from closing. I mean, I was here when it was Kelly Springfield.
Oh, yeah. Me
And then
too.
it became Goodyear. And so some good paying jobs out there with some great benefits for many, many years for the folks who are out there. Good pensions as well.
Yeah.
So now, if that all goes away,
Yeah.
the infrastructure and everything is there for a data center to be built at that location.
Well, and my question then too, as just a regular tax-paying citizen, is how do we make sure that there's not the negative environmental impact, 5, 10, 20 years down the road, like we're seeing with Chemours now?
Well, and that's the thing. We're going to get ready to wrap up here, but that's
Yeah.
the thing I presented both to the mayor and the county commission chairman is who has the crystal ball? Who thought that for 1 minute the Ann Street landfill was going to grow to the extent that it did
Yes.
and become the nightmare it was for those residents
Yeah.
on Eufaula Street.
Yep.
And so that's the premise that we ask our city and county leaders to take into consideration
Yeah.
when you decide where this is going to be put.
Interesting. Look, real quick, you mentioned Public Works Commission. Timothy Bryant, the CEO, spoke at the county's hearing May 18th and was opposing a moratorium and feels that the PwC can handle the demands of a data center.
All right, look, we're going to see how that comes out. 2 weeks from now, we get somebody back from CityView to come in here. Maybe Paul, maybe you. Get us one of the educational reporters or somebody. Give me somebody in here.
Deja loves the microphone as much as I
Deja did
do.
a great job. All right, well, look, my job is in jeopardy, Kenny, and Sharon's already...
Deja, you got to watch out for her too,
well,
man.
we'll watch out. I think you're sending raccoons in here to get us.
Maybe.
All right, look, you're listening to News Talk 6. Thank you both.
Plead the fifth.
Matt HANNIE and Sharon Moyer from CityView. Always a pleasure to have you here to talk about what's going on in our community.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
listening
you.
to News Talk 640 WFNC. We've got Fayetteville's new reporting weather happening.
Our Monday will be partly cloudy with a few scattered afternoon thunderstorms and a high of 88. Tonight we'll have showers ending, then turn partly cloudy with a low of 61. And Tuesday will be partly cloudy with a high of 77. Temperatures should stay comfortable through Wednesday. Then we climb right back into the upper 80s and low 90s to end the week with no additional chance of rain for now. That's your Fayetteville forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Okay, Rachel, thank you for the very last time here. 72 degrees in Fayetteville, Hope Mills, and Spring Lake. You're listening to News Talk 640. We're WFNC.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle from